Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony. I am playing Super Mario World? I'm confused every time. I'm pretty sure I'm playing Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, and I am telling jacked up stories from my life that I don't really know if anybody is all that interested in, but I didn't want dead air, so that's what I'm doing. So if you've missed all the other stories, watch, it's only just been this, this particular, video series or whatever is me telling the stories. But I'm gonna try to keep this up. It was supposed to be like a Minecraft series where I did this, but I don't know how to play Minecraft yet, so. Anyway, I don't know what stories to really tell. Because I don't know what interests people, you know? I don't know what is interesting to... I don't know what is interesting to watch. Or, I mean, to listen to. Do you want to hear about, gosh, I don't know. What? Oh, okay, I'll tell you guys a story. This one's not, tragic or anything, or, messed up, really. This one's more funny. So when I was a teenager, I of course had, a group of friends that I regularly hung out with. There was a lot of guys, and then there was a core group of girls too. I hung out with a lot of guys, but I also had, what is wrong with me? I also had this core group of girls that, we all hung out. There was probably maybe 6 of us, I'd say. And sometimes we would hang out just us, sometimes we would hang out with the guys. Anyway, a few of us decided that we wanted to go to the movies to see Scream, the original Scream movie. And we were going with 2 guys that were not part of our group of friends, but that were friends of some of the other girls. I wasn't good friends with them, but I knew them, and I was friendly enough with them. Obviously, friendly enough to go to the movies with them. I don't think anybody was dating anyone. I think that it was all just a bunch of friends all going to the movies together. And afterwards, the girls were going to have a sleepover at one of the other girls' houses. And the girl whose house we were having a sleepover at happened to live right next door to the family that I babysat for pretty regularly, multiple times per week. That was my full-time, I guess, job when I was a teenager, babysitting for this one specific family. Ironically, that's what I do now too, but anyway, after the movie was over, I had to babysit for this family. And then once I was done with the babysitting, I was going to be going over, next door to the girl's house to spend the night. So we go to this movie, and of course it was Scream, so it was scary. And after we are done, the guys decide that they want to try to scare me by banging on the windows of this house that I'm babysitting at. But they were totally banging on the wrong windows. They were banging on windows that literally, I couldn't even hear them banging on them because they were, in the wrong part of the house. And to me, that was honestly the funniest part of the whole thing, is, they would, bang on, because it was a trailer. They'd, bang on the side of this trailer as well. And, I knew it was them because they told me they were going to do it. So I was just like, guys, be quiet, the kids I'm watching are trying to sleep. What are you doing? But then they would try to bang on the windows, and they were banging on windows, in this random hallway that I never even went down off of the kitchen. And it just, I don't know, it was very, very funny to me that that was their idea of, trying to scare me. See, not that great of a story, but I just remember being very amused by it. And I think that whole experience with watching that movie and how much fun we had that night is probably why Scream is still to this day my favorite movie franchise, because it gives me good memories of that time. So yeah, that was a fun time. But I still haven't seen the most recent Scream movies. I don't even think I've seen Scream 4. Isn't there like 5 now? I don't remember if I've seen Scream 4. But I definitely haven't seen 5. I don't even know if 5 came out yet. But yeah, I always have fond memories of Scream because of that night. It was very, very funny. The music in this level sounds like it's going wow, wow, over and over again, does it not? No, of course, no, it's not doing it. But I swear it was. Oh my gosh, why am I so bad at this part? Jeez. There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about, like with dead air. Like, I don't want there to be dead air because I'm not telling a story of, like, whatever happened in my childhood or whatever, but I don't know what to, like, talk about. I don't know. I don't know what stories I should tell. I don't know what is interesting or fun to hear about. Not that interesting of a person. Like, I've told, I don't know, like I literally go talk about stuff and I suddenly can't remember anything that's ever happened to me. Oh my gosh, I've got a good one. One time, my best friend and I were going with her cousin to go see Alice Cooper in Detroit somewhere. I can't remember where it was at. It was like at like a festival of some sort, and Alice Cooper was there. And my best friend has always listened to country music, so she was not super familiar with Alice Cooper, but I didn't realize how completely unfamiliar she was. And so we're driving down to Detroit with her cousin, and her cousin is driving. Her cousin's a few years older than us, and her cousin was driving. And first of all, we passed this van that the whole like sliding door of it was just like plastic. It was like tape and plastic, like not like plastic wrap, but like the kind of plastic that you would put on your windows, like for weatherproofing, like if you have crappy windows and it's wintertime. I don't know how else to describe it, like that, like thick plastic. It was that instead of like a door, and that amused me to no end. But then my best friend starts screaming, full volume, "I see a prostitute! I think that's a real life prostitute." This girl is so excited because she saw an actual prostitute standing on a street corner. And she was just like, she was thrilled. I've never seen somebody so excited. So then we get to this festival thing, and we're on the stage waiting for Alice Cooper to come out. And me and her cousin Carrie are so excited about this because we're both super excited to see Alice Cooper because we know who Alice Cooper is. So then, of course, Alice Cooper comes out on the stage, and my best friend says, "Who's that guy?" And we're like, that's Alice Cooper. And of course, predictably, she thought that Alice Cooper was a girl. But the funniest part is, at the time, this one local radio station was doing like I don't know, it had something to do with somebody named Alice, and Alice was a female. And this whole time, she thought that that's what we were doing. She thought that we were doing whatever this radio station thing was. And so she was all excited about this. And it was Alice Cooper. And it was very, very funny to me that, I mean, obviously I'm sure you guys all knew where this story was going as soon as I said that she didn't know who Alice Cooper was, but it cracks me up every time I think about it. was a funny thing that we did. I did a lot of fun stuff. Like my mom used to go to concerts at this at Pine Knob in Detroit all the time. And because she went to so many concerts so often, she was like I don't know, like a preferred customer. I don't really know what you would call it. But she got sent tickets in the mail all the time, like free tickets for like various concerts. It was just like on the hill or whatever, but she would always get free tickets. And it would always be bands that she'd never heard of, that, you know, like bands that were like for my age. So she would give me and my friends these concert tickets, and we would go to these concerts. And it was so cool. I kind of miss back when that used to happen. I haven't gone to, the last concert I went to was Ninja Sex Party back in 2019, I think. So, you know, it's been a long time since I've been to a concert. But, yeah, it was fun. Oh my goodness, sorry, my head is like shaking a lot today. I don't remember what to do for this particular thing. I'm trying to think of some more fun stories that I can tell that are not too, like, crazy. Or that, you know, I guess are crazy but aren't, I don't know how to word it. Shit. But yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. So I apologize for that. I legitimately do not remember what I was going to talk about just now. Whatever, it's fine. I think that this is going to be my last, my last one that I can record, because I have to go pick up my kids for their visitation. This is definitely a lot less than I wanted to get recorded, but I spent the first hour trying to mess with OBS and get everything to record properly. It was a pain in the butt. And now, like, I legitimately don't know, like, what to talk about. Like, I feel like my stories are boring. I mean, I guess they could be entertaining to some people who don't really know them, who didn't live them. Like, I'm trying to remember things that have happened, like things that we did. Like, I don't know what's going to be interesting to people and what's not. And, like, what's, I don't know. I legitimately don't know, like, what to talk about. I'll have to think about it more before the next time I record, so that I can actually tell decent stories, if anybody even wants to hear them. Alright, that was good. Oh, I have something to tell you guys. So, I got one of those smart hula hoops that I'm assuming were all the rage. I think that, like, I'm 2 years behind, like I always am, on every trend, or at least a year behind. But I've mentioned in one of the other videos that I have anxiety, especially when it comes to sleeping, because my father did die in his sleep. So I will frequently either not be able to sleep at night, or, like, I'll wake up at, like, 3 in the morning and have trouble falling back to sleep. And especially now, because ever since my husband was arrested, I don't sleep in our bedroom. I sleep downstairs on the couch. I'm not sleeping in my bed. It gives me really bad anxiety because of some of the events that happened in my bedroom before my husband was arrested. And so I sleep downstairs on the couch, which is, I did not mean to do that. which is not the most comfortable. So I frequently wake up in the middle of the night, and that is when I will order things that I shouldn't order online. Like, it's really bad. So one day, I think I must have been on TikTok. Like, I don't know why the heck I went on TikTok at like 3 in the morning. But you know how TikTok will give you like those ads or whatever? And it was for this smart hula hoop. Well, normally when I get like those kinds of ads for like various exercise things or diet things or, you know, whatever, I just ignore them because I don't care. I'm not always gonna fall for the latest fad. Especially when it comes to like diet and exercise, because most of the time that's exactly what they are, is fads. Well, the only reason that this hula hoop thing like made me stop and pay attention is because when I was like when the Wii Fit was like a major thing, I had the Wii Fit. I really liked it, and I was terrible at that. And my favorite thing to do, like during like the fitness test for the Wii Fit, was the hula hoop part, like where you spin around. I was so good at it. Like that hula hoop thing, I could do that thing. Oh my god, I would get the highest score ever all the time for it. Like, I'm not kidding. I loved that thing. That was my favorite. So I was like, holy moly, this hula hoop actually looks so cool. That looks like so much fun. And so instead of just ordering it right off of TikTok, which I know better than to do, I Googled it. And I looked up like a bunch of different reviews and a bunch of different I tried the smart hula hoop videos and like different articles and things like that. And discovered that a lot of people said that it really is, you know, like obviously it's not like some miracle weight loss thing, but it's cool and it's fun and it's genuinely something, you know, it's a genuine exercise tool that you can add to your workout. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna look it up. Well, I found one that was only like $20 on Amazon and free shipping. Or no, actually I think the shipping was super high. I think the shipping was like $13, but it was 3 in the morning, so whatever, give me a break. But so I ordered it, and I was very excited to get it and try it, but I was also kind of apprehensive, you know, because I'm always apprehensive when I get something new like that. And I'm telling you guys, this thing is so much fun. Like, I don't know if it's really doing anything for me exercise-wise. Like, the first day that I did it, I definitely had it too loose. Like, I had too many, like, links on it or whatever, because, like, you can remove and add links if you need to, like, based off of, like, your waist size or whatever. Because unlike a normal hula hoop, it doesn't, like, spin around your body. It has, like, a weight that goes around, and you control it like with the movements of your hips or whatever, or your stomach, or I don't really know. And this thing, like the first time that I did it, I was definitely not doing it. I was definitely not properly. Oh, shit, I did that wrong. I was definitely not properly. Not properly doing it. I had it too loose. So then the next day when I did it, I had it actually on my actual stomach instead of around my hips, and that was very like my stomach muscles could feel it at that point. That was really cool. But like I remember seeing videos and stuff and like people saying that it was really difficult to do. And I could not agree less with that assessment. Like, this thing is legitimately one of the easiest exercise things that I've ever used in my entire life. Like, I feel like it almost probably isn't really doing anything, like, exercise-wise. Like, it's probably not really doing much for my muscles or whatever. But I can hula hoop on this thing for a solid hour without, I mean, I break a sweat. Like, I'm sweating when I do it. But, like, I can just hula hoop and hula hoop and hula hoop and hula hoop for like ever. And like my stomach muscles are a little bit sore, but not what you would think after an hour of, so, you know, maybe I'm not quite doing it right. But it is so much fun that I don't even care. Like, it is the first exercise thing that I have had in years that I legitimately do not like say, oh, maybe I should put it off for the day. I'm like, no, I cannot wait to do this thing every single night. Like, I literally just stick my Raycon earbuds in my ears, and I snapped this hula hoop. By the way, none of this is sponsored. I'm not popular enough to have a sponsorship. But if Raycon or Smart Hula Hoop want to sponsor me, have at it. But I like put my earbuds in my ears and I turn on my playlist that I have on Spotify of just like a bunch of songs. And I will hula hoop for like an hour. I'll do a half hour on one side, then a half hour on the other side. And the one that I got has like a little counter that only counts the time when you're actually hula hooping. Like if you pause like to change your music or get a drink of water or because my kid comes downstairs and talks to me for 10 minutes, it doesn't keep counting. So it only counts the time that I'm hula hooping. So I legitimately know that I'm doing a half hour on each side. And it's really cool. And I was really surprised by how much I like that thing. So I don't think it's going to be any kind of like miracle to help my waistline any, but it is a really cool, fun thing. And it makes me break a sweat. And it's like, I have a treadmill in my living room and I was using my treadmill every day for like 20 minutes because that's what my cardiologist said, is 20-minute walk every day. So I was using my treadmill and, I go like a brisk walk but that's kind of boring if I'm being honest with you. Like just walking on a treadmill is kind of boring. But that's what me and Alyssa were doing because we can't walk right now because I'm allergic to the cold. Like legit, like actually allergic to the cold. So I can't be outside when it's super, super cold out. I break out and it's a mess. But this hula hoop has replaced my treadmill walking because it still breaks the sweat. And I can do it for an hour without, like, I would actually go longer, except it's really, really freaking loud. And I got the one that was supposedly the quietest one, so I feel bad for everybody who owns any of the other ones. But this one, it is just so much fun. Like, you guys should follow my TikTok. I don't know what my TikTok is or how to link it, but I think it's Tony Suzanne, just like my YouTube, but like without like, is my YouTube just Tony Suzanne? I think it's just Tony Suzanne. Anyway, I think that's what it is. But if you can hunt down my TikTok, eventually I'm going to have a TikTok on there of me doing it. Right now I have it in my drafts because I'm trying to do like, Anyway, you'll see. But it's like, if not, just look it up on YouTube. It is fun. Like, this thing is really fun to do. So, I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the Smart Hula Hoop. That I'm like a year behind, so you guys all probably already knew this. But I'm going to end this here because I have to go get my children from my mother's house, from their visitation with their father. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment, tell me what you think, subscribe. Tell me if you tried the Smart Hula Hoop. I'm really curious to know about that, actually, because I think it's really fun. I don't know if I'm doing it right, to be honest with you, because, again, it seems almost too easy, so maybe I'm just doing it wrong and that's why it's so easy. But, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!